it's snack time with Trish. Hi, I wanted to make this video for like a while, but I'm having a little snack. I'm gonna be eating throughout this video if it bothers you, but I have cheese popcorn, some Charlie Plant gummies, and a Capri Sun. So I've been wanting to make this video for a while. It's like not that serious. I feel like it's like such a serious thing, but maybe it is serious. I feel like I've done mukbangs for so long, since like I think the first one I uploaded was like 2011. For such a long time. And like so many people would be like, your mukbangs really help me, or people would be like, I really like your mukbangs, but they never really explained like why. I really just thought it was like I did them because I was so lonely for so long and ate alone all the time that it just like kind of made sense to like eat for the camera or eat with people. And so that's why I kind of thought. And then now with like TikTok and, you know, people being more vocal about issues such as like mental health and, you know, gender identity and eating disorders, like more and more has come out. You really helped me because now I'm no longer afraid of food and no longer afraid to eat. I had someone to take the first bite with, and first bite things are really popular on TikTok. So sometimes I'll do like a first bite, like, hey, have a first bite with me, because sometimes that is hard for people. Mine was never taking the first bite. That wasn't my eating disorder. In fact, like, I never thought I even had an eating disorder because I thought I was just like fat, and I was like, I'm just fat. Fat people don't have eating disorders. It's a big myth. They can have a plethora of eating disorders. It was very specific. I would just eat as much as I could until I was sick, and then it wouldn't make me want to eat for a few days, and I had a really strong willpower for like, you know, 4 to 5 days, and I want to eat. I think my longest skipping meals was maybe 2 weeks, and then I would go for like 2-week binges. So now I've gotten help because it's, for me, mine's mental. Yeah, I had a binge eating disorder. I still think I kind of suffer from it a little bit, where I'm not fully, I don't think my mind will ever fully grasp the concept that if I mess up a day, it doesn't mean I need to starve myself the next day. I'm better at it. I'm better at like reminding myself to eat so I don't binge, so I don't go overboard and stuff myself. And that it's okay to have snacks once in a while. For me personally, like snacking is not like the best choice for me because it can lead to binges. But anyways, I want to make this video because I'm kind of okay with being fat, and I kind of came to this realization. Actually, I'm like more than okay. I'm like the happiest I've ever been. And not that it's synonymous, but I'm also the fattest I've ever been. So I'm more than okay with being fat. And this is why, because I'm sure a lot of people, including myself, will be like, yeah, but you're not really happy. And the truth is I am like really happy. It's just, I think I look good. I'm pretty confident in myself. Now, if you gave me the option to be 100 pounds right now, would I take it? Yes, of course. I love the aesthetic of a thinner body and tiny girls, and I think that's really cute. And I think as society, like, we're taught like cute tiny girls are a thing that guys desire. Not all. Obviously, I'm with someone who likes thick, and that's, I mean, we're just a perfect fit. But yeah, for me personally, I would love to be 100 pounds. I'm not. I lack a lot of things. One, my body straight up just is not built like that. It's just not. I've been 60 pounds lighter, and I've seen my mom tiny and my sister tiny, and we're just not built like sticks. And honestly, I like a stick. I like looking like stick. I think sticks are beautiful. Like, I think the Kate Moss stick figure and Pamela Anderson stick legs, like, I love that aesthetic. It's just never gonna happen for me in my body type. 2, like, psychologically, I have so many other things to work on through my head, and it's taken me a long space to just get here and be happy that I'm focusing on that. Like, hey, you're here at a happy place. Let's not sabotage it by saying you're fat. And more recently, on my podcast this past Monday, I got really down about it after, which is weird because I had so much fun filming. Ironically, this past Monday was my favorite episode. Let's have a snack. Let's have a snack. I love cheese popcorn, but I don't like to get it in my nails, so I eat cheese popcorn. What's spoon? I like eating a salad. I do eat salads. I try and have salads a few days a week. And they're not my favorite, but they're not bad. Sometimes your body needs it. Especially over 30, your body starts feeling like, hey, I need something good. I love this popcorn. So I love frenemies, and I consider I consider Ethan as friends at this point. Like, so honest and so transparent. And we have, and I think like one of our things we bond over is like weight and food issues and all that stuff like that. And I love it because I've actually never, aside from Shane, I never really had someone that like understood like eating problems, the struggle to lose weight, the struggle with weight. I never really had a friend like that. So I really like bonded over that, and it is fun. You know, it's so much fun to talk about like issues with food and stuff until it's like not fun. So Monday was so fun. And I had like such a good day, and I was like so positive. And you know, I kind of like said throughout the show, and I keep getting reminded on my TikTok comments because I went to Burger King earlier today and got cheesy toast. I got a donut from Dunkin' Donuts. And so many of the comments were like, oh, I guess keto's good. Like, I guess keto's going great, because I said on the podcast that I would do it with Ethan. And like at the moment, I did want to, because in my vision, I see Ethan losing so much weight and him being super happy. And I think for a lot of people, that's the end goal, right? Is like losing weight, be happy. And I think that it works for so many people. But I know for me, I always thought if I get rich, I'll be happy. If I do this, I'll be happy. If I can do this. But like it never worked that way for me. And I'm like, and I had to like really evaluate myself, because I felt like the next day I was like, I'm going to do keto. Keto lasted 24 hours, so I was never in keto. I was just like starting it. And I was, my whole mind was occupied with like, don't eat carbs. I'm so hungry. I wish I could have pasta. I was making notes in my phone, like literally, of the cheat meals I was going to have in 4 months when I lost 60 pounds and I could finally eat the food I wanted again. And, you know, these actually came in the mail, these trolleys, and I wanted to try them so bad for TikTok, and was just like, oh my God, they came in. And I was like, no, I'm starting keto today. Like, I can't have any. And then he's like, well, if you try it now, and then, you know, you have to start keto, right, to be in ketosis. So he goes, just, you know, start it after or whatever. And I was just like, okay. And then I did it. And then I was like, and then I felt so guilty about myself. As soon as I put this in my mouth, I felt so bad. I felt like I already screwed up on the first day of like trying keto. Like, I'm never going to do this. It was like 5 o'clock at night when these arrived. And I was like, man, and I was so mad at myself. I hated myself. We ordered dinner. We had steak and asparagus because it's keto or whatever. I'm like looking up recipes on how I can make my butter noodles, because that's what I was craving. I'm like looking up this recipe, and it's like, you know, and just all these things that, like keto mac and cheese is like cauliflower, just like a ton of cheese. There's like cheese waffles and cheese this, and I was just like, cheese makes my skin break out. I don't like the way it makes me look or feel. I'm like, I can't eat this much protein. Like, I literally get sick eating like so much protein. I like noodles. And I like working out. Ethan said he doesn't like working out. And here's the thing, I want to support him fully on it. But like, and I know he never means it this way. Like I said, we're friends. I know he never means it like, because he even said, he goes, I don't mean you should lose weight, but we should do like a weight loss competition. Because I think so many of the comments say that. Because we're competitive or whatever. But what I don't think he realizes, because we talked about this, you know, with him when he was over here at my house. And they came to visit, and it was so fun. I was like, did you grow up fat? And he's like, no, I was always really skinny. And he was thin most of his life. Like, gaining weight is something like relatively new in the past few years. Slow gain, all that stuff like that. And, you know, all that stuff. But I've been fat my whole life. And it's taken me, like, a long time to, like, find confidence. I think a lot of people have always seen me as confident just because I'm a bigger girl and I, like, wear, like, sexy outfits and stuff. I don't know, like it doesn't equate to that because it's just like me faking it till I make it, but like I finally feel like I look really good. I found like love. I found like actual love, someone who loves me for me. I'm so happy in life, in my career, and I really like the way I look. And yeah, I want to work out and stuff like that. Like I like working out. He said he doesn't. I like working out. Like I just want to work out and just be able to eat, you know, when I'm hungry. And I think that was a part of my eating recovery, is eating when I'm hungry. I'm not eating when I'm not, because I would just, you know, when you have binge eating, you just eat and eat and eat. You would be sick to your stomach. Like, no, I'm gonna pack this in. I'm gonna pack this in because tomorrow I'm gonna go on a purge. Tomorrow, so this is my binge. You know, at midnight the binge is over, and you just keep eating and eating, eating when you're not full. As common sense as it sounds, it wasn't common sense to me. It's like, just, you know, just eat when you're hungry. And because my weight fluctuates, and when I'm thriving, I feel like it's more under control. I'm not thinking, when I'm thinking all the time about I need to eat. When we had that keto dinner, I was just thinking, I wish I had some mashed potatoes, whatever. Then it's like, it set me into this binge. It put me into the binge eating, this keto diet, right? It put me into the mindset that like, I had one of these planet gummies, and all of a sudden I was just like, no, I'm off of it. I need to do pizza. I need to do this, butter noodles, like just everything all in one day. And like, now I'll start tomorrow. And it's putting me in that mindset again. And I don't like restrictions. I can't deal with restrictions because I'm not strong enough mentally to do that. So like I said, I think Ethan's coming from a place of encouraging, because he knows I have issues with food that are very much under control, more so than they have been in the past. I don't think he knows the extent of my eating disorders. Obviously he doesn't, and how sensitive I am to it. And I'm not so much anymore. Like I said, I love having a friend where you can joke about being fat or whatever, right? But I don't love that. That was like the message I was putting out there on Frenemies to our audience, to to the, because I don't want someone bigger or skinnier or my size thinking like, oh my God, like if she thinks that about herself. That's how I think, right? I've been with lots of guys who shame me for eating, won't name names, and I've been with lots of people who are smaller than me that say they're just such a cow, they're so fat. I'm like, wow, if you think you're a cow, then you must be so disgusted by me. And I don't want anyone to ever think, and I'm just speaking on my behalf, to think that I'm like disgusted by anyone. And I also know how annoying it is to hear people complain about their weight and their body. And like, hey, I like being that friend to Ethan. So like, it's not like I'm saying like I don't ever want to hear him talk about it, because I like being that friend where you can like, but all the time it gets exhausting, gets draining. And I blame myself. I let that too. I so often will say, even on that podcast, I was like so sad listening to myself call myself like, people went on the comments saying, calling myself a whale and I'm a pig and all that stuff like that. And it's like, I don't think those things about me. I don't like saying those things. I say them to get ahead of the comments, because no matter what, if I lose weight, if I gain weight, if I look good, if I look bad, someone's always gonna tell me I'm built like a linebacker, I look like a whale. Like I'm trying to get ahead of those comments, but in reality, like those comments will be there. If I was 60 pounds, like and that's just it. That's just the reality. And so many people will say that. Nothing sadder than losing your Capri Sun straw. I'll grab it. And it is exhausting. And again, I'm not saying, like I said, I really do envision Ethan just being so happy at local weight and succeeding with keto. Because like, keto works for so many people and you hear that all the time. Like for me, it's just so psychological. Like it just really, it messed with my psyche at the beginning of this week. And I was just like, wow, like, and then I felt like a failure. And then I felt, and then I read the TikTok comments like, wow, I guess keto didn't go. And I don't like announcing that I'm on diets. I don't like talking about being on a diet and stuff like that. Like I don't, if I make the decision for myself, like before a music video to cut calories or something, like I don't want to announce that. I don't want to encourage other people, because diet in general is just not good. Like fad diets, trendy diets, cutting calories, counting carbs, like it's just like not healthy. Eat when you're hungry, listen to your body. Like my skin was breaking out from fast food. And I had fast food today, just cheesy tots, for the first time in a while since we moved in here. I had like KFC, I think that was the other thing. After for a month, I've had fast food twice, and my skin has been clearing up so much better. And I feel so much better. Yeah, I cook pastas and like mac and cheese or whatever here, and like fried chicken, but I cook it at home, and like the processed food and stuff just like wasn't working for me. And I listened to my body, and I really don't crave it. Like I went into Burger King and I could have gotten a spicy chicken sandwich or chicken fries, but I just got the cheesy tots. They were back, and that's what I wanted, and it curbed my craving. And I honestly was just like, I just want to go home. Like we're gonna go to the grocery store tonight when Moses gets back and just go get some chicken and some shrimp and saute it. And there are so many times where I do want to feel lighter that day or the next day, and I'll get a salad, or I get a halibut. Sometimes I'll get a side of fries, sometimes I won't. I still am in my recovery. I still talk to a specialist from the clinic I visited, and it wasn't an overnight clinic or anything, but it was, I was going there like daily because I really didn't think I had a handle on my disorder. And from purging and binging, as I had gastrointestinal bleeding, and it was really scary. I didn't know if it was kidney stones. I didn't know what it was. I was in so much pain And it's from years of like this. And when I say purging, I also mean like just like abstaining from food, vomiting, whatever it is. So it's all harmful. And I just, again, I don't want to be that person. And like, he totally can be, I'm supportive of it. You want to talk about it, you can talk about it. But for me personally, I don't want to be that person that calls myself a pig. I don't want to be the person promoting diet fads and culture, you know. I want to promote self-love. And for me, that meant like, yeah, getting some workout equipment being delivered so I can like feel better in my body. You know, I'm past 30, eating less fast food so I can feel better. So many people struggle with eating, and I said on the show, and I said it jokingly but not, like fat shaming can work for some people. I know some people, they're just shamed into losing weight because they feel so bad about themselves. I'm the opposite, clearly. If someone's like, you need to lose weight, you need to do this, like, or if I'm saying that to myself, I sabotage. I binge, I sabotage, I gain more weight. I don't even like calling myself fat. If you want to call me fat, you can call me fat. Overweight. I really don't consider myself that. I like to call myself chubby. Because I'm chubby. I'm just a chubby, like, I think it's the way I call some people, like, maybe not to their faces anymore because I know, like, the impact of words, but, like, the way I call someone skinny, like, oh, that person's skinny, that's chubby. I don't like the word fat for anyone. I don't think that's, it shouldn't be an adjective. Fat is fat. Everyone has fat. You have fat. Or, you know, everyone has fat on them. No one can actually be fat. You have fat, if that makes sense. And so, I don't, like I said, I don't even like the term overweight. Like, of course I could be smaller, but I've been overweight. I've been told that literally my entire life since I was like 5 and 6. And usually I'm pretty active. I like, you know, I danced on tour for 2 years. I danced in music videos. I love dancing. I love being active. We love going for walks. Like, I just haven't been because of Corona, but like if you guys have followed me for the pandemic, if you follow me for some time, you guys know I used to like go work out in my gym all the time, like in the apartment. Like when I moved to that new house, like I was on tour and then pandemic hit and then like I couldn't exercise, so we would try to go to the beach, but I like being active. That day we did frenemies, we did the workout portion first and then we came back and filmed. I was on such a high from even that little workout. That was one of the most active I've been, and it felt so good, and I like want to do more of that. Like you know, if it wasn't pandemic, I would be doing dance classes. I used to take dance classes all the time, and I love being active. I've always been active, so I feel like I've always got my cholesterol checked. I have great cholesterol, low blood pressure. Like, you know, knock on wood, but I've always been, you know, and I know the fast food is not good for you, and I started feeling it, and once my body started feeling that, right, it had to hit a certain age. And then I didn't crave it. I didn't want it. But carbs give you energy. And I'm not saying keto is bad. I don't know. I haven't never done it. But carbs give me energy. Like, give me endorphins, I guess. When I, like, and I've done low carb for maybe like a week at a time before like a music video. Maybe I'll do, you guys probably see me drink celery juice, do bacon, hard-boiled eggs and turkey. Like, those were my low carb thing. And my energy would just be so low. And I just don't like feeling like that. It's taken me such a long time to feel so happy and confident with the way I look and like, and the way I feel. So many people have said like, oh my gosh, she's beaming, she's glowing, and I love hearing that. Like, and yes, there's so many variables. I'm in love. I bought a house. I'm getting married. I have a great job. I have really secure friends. I got rid of a lot of toxic friends. I let things like slide off my back. I like more easily. Like, there's a lot to attribute to it, but like the number one thing is I just don't worry about my weight anymore, and having to worry about it in a sense because I did want to be, right? You envision, and we talked about this, me and Ethan, it's like, how cool would it be if we lost like 100 pounds, right? You shock everyone. And a weight loss story is you know, seen as something to celebrate. And a lot of times, you know, and it is, but also you don't know, sometimes you don't know, maybe that person didn't go the healthiest way to get there and they're like ruining their body, or they're just like getting there. And I just know if I am that 100-pound weight loss story, like I know my psychology is gonna be off. My psychological well-being is just not gonna be there, and I don't wanna be that story. I wanna be the story of like, hey, like you can be happy and fat and successful and beautiful and admired and celebrated at any weight. And you know, love yourself, love your body. And if you see someone just like living their life fat and they're not complaining, like me and Ethan do complain on front of me about our weight, you know, that's a different story. But if you're seeing someone just like live their life not complaining about weight or even talking about weight, like let them live their life. Life's hard enough to live without hearing the criticisms of the world. I don't know. And sometimes me losing weight, that's when I'm the happiest and I'm not even thinking about it. When I was on tour, I was eating fast food, pizzas, like we were snacking on the plane. I was so happy in that moment, and I was like the lightest I ever was. This thing was like 180. You know? And then I look back at like when I was heavier before, and I realized how miserable I was. So it's like sometimes it just naturally comes off too, without even thinking about it. Sometimes the less you think about it, and the more you just listen to your body and the less you think in your head, sometimes the weight just falls off, because it's just a lot. So thank you for the comments on the last frenemies. I read them. A lot of people were like, Trisha, you're beautiful. Why do you keep saying you're fat? And you guys are absolutely right. And for the record, I really do feel that. Like I said, I really think I was just trying to be like ahead of the comments and stuff like that. But in reality, like I really do find myself beautiful. I'm very confident with my body. And I don't know. I hope I can encourage people to just, you know, listen to their body and treat it right and feed it. Because I have a lot of issues from being unhealthy and trying fad diets and diet pills for so many years. Fluctuating weight is also bad for your health. Going up and down too quickly is hard on your heart. So anyways, I don't know, I kind of rambled. I just kind of felt some type of way that I didn't want people to feel bad if you're not on a diet, if you don't want a diet. Don't feel bad for eating. I just did a TikTok where, you know, I was snacking, right? I'm eating in front of, I don't know, how many people watch this? 100,000 people watch this. 12-year-old Trish used to like, I would eat, like, I remember my mom would buy a Rice Krispie box and I would eat all the Rice Krispies, and I would do it so quickly in the bathroom, like pretend I was going to the bathroom, and I would just like shove all of them, like 12 of them, and I'd be like so full and sick from eating so quickly. But then my mom would make dinner, and then I would like eat that dinner or whatever, the portions we were given, which were fine, which were good portions, but I'd hide eating. I would secret eat in school. I would have to hide things for no other reason. No one shamed me in my family or anything. I was embarrassed to eat. I was ashamed because I was fat or overweight. I support you if you want to lose weight. I support you with whatever you want to do. Just make sure you're feeding your body and you're checking in on yourself and your head and your mind space. Because I don't want you to get sad or feel deprived, or life is short, you know. Enjoy it. Listen to your body. That's the best thing I can say. Because I honestly do feel like I look really good. My skin's been looking better, and I've just listened to my body more. I want some pasta at night. I'll have some pasta at night. You know, and when I'm not hungry, I just don't eat. If I'm not hungry, I don't eat. But eat throughout the day. Snack time is over, y'all. I love you guys. I'm happy being fat. Like, I never thought I'd do that. I would say I wouldn't choose to be fat, but I am fat and I'm happy. Again, not synonymous with each other, but I'm fat and happy, and that's okay, and that's wonderful. It's more than okay. I'm thriving. And just be kind to yourself. And if you needed a sign to eat some pasta today, eat some pasta. I think you're gonna be okay. Love you guys, bye.